Ricky Skaggs and Bill Emerson talk about Bluegrass Country Soul.
I got to see Bluegrass Country Soul at a drive-in theater. It was amazing to see my big old head up there on a screen, the size of a barn, but it was so incredible to hear the music, and to see the way it was shot,
It was a huge thrill for us to sit back and see a professionally done film like that. And it was done so well. It was just great. It depicts it just exactly the way it was. And the shots of the crowd and the shots of out in the field of the cars and all that were just made it such a great film.
But it was just where bluegrass was. It was captured just brilliantly, I think, and it was just is a moment in time, frozen, in ice like a leaf, that is there, and I'm just so thankful that it got recorded when it did, because there's so many of the old fathers, the old people that really gave their life for this music.
And I thoroughly endorse it. I guarantee you, anybody that wants to know anything about bluegrass music, this is a film to watch. And next thing you need to do is go to a bluegrass festival.
Bill Emerson is one of the founding members of the Country Gentlemen, and Ricky Skaggs is a former member of Ralph Stanley's Clinch Mountain Boys. Both were recently interviewed for the Golden Anniversary Legacy Edition of Bluegrass Country Soul, announcing a special advance sale of a multimedia box set exploring the extraordinary 1971 festival that soon became legendary. Inside each of these numbered limited editions, you'll find a 168-page coffee table book filled with color photographs and behind-the-scenes stories. There's the origin story of bluegrass music itself, and Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys, many of whom were there and performed at the festival in the film. And there's the Carlton Haney story, in his own words, about the man who started the first multi-day bluegrass festival in 1965. There's also the remarkable story of a group of young filmmakers from Washington, D.C. who came down to make their first feature-length motion picture. And more importantly, there's the stories of all the incredible artists who came from around the country and from overseas to perform. Also in this box set you'll find the motion picture, both in a standard DVD and in a Blu-ray format in high definition with surround sound, and in the widescreen format in which it was originally released in the theaters. Now, since we can only put so many songs into a feature film, we found additional music that was at the festival, and we are putting it together on some CDs, so you'll get a chance to not only hear the wide range of talent that was available there, but you'll hear some of the patter between songs and some of the announcements from the stage. The DVDs have lots of special features, both video and audio. There's a 30-minute documentary about the making of the first bluegrass movie, and over an hour worth of interviews with musicians who were there. Plus, there will be reproductions of pages from the Mule Skinner News, issues from summer and fall of 1971, and reproductions of some of the early posters and flyers from Bluegrass Country Soul. And for those who remember, there's going to be a recipe for Carlton Haney's famous Brunswick stew that was sold at the refreshment stand by the bucketful. All of this is packed into a specially constructed box that weighs over 5 pounds. It'll be shipped to you without charge within the continental United States. Now, this is a limited time offer at the special advance sale pre-release discounted price. So order yours today. Bluegrass Country Soul, the legendary festival, sure to be a collector's item to be cherished by bluegrass music lovers for generations to come. Order today through bluegrasscountrysoul.com.